Welcome into the latest edition of ESPN FC. I'm Dan Thomas, joined in the studio today by Ali Moreno. Pretty in pink today. Shaka Hislop is with us. We also welcome to the show Jan Åge Fjordtoft. How are you, Jan? It's late where you are in Norway.
I'm fine. Some days off, go home, my family here, so I'm in another room now because they have to sleep somewhere. So yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Beautiful. Listen to this show. Put them to sleep. Lovely. Jules is here as well. We'll kick things off, shall we, with Ange Postecoglou speaking to the press for the first time. Yes, I got it right. Take that.
Did you know?
Definitely got it right. My mate Ange. Speaking to the press, obviously, as the first time as Tottenham Hotspur coach, inevitably, he was asked about Harry Kane. Now, Ange is Australian. One of the animals you associate with Australia is a kangaroo. Kane Guru.
Goodness.
Aussie Ange's master plan to pouch hero Harry.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Right, Jan, let's start with you, because obviously Bayern Munich are the team that he's been most heavily linked to. Bayern Munich being linked to the likes of Haaland in the past and, of course, tried to keep hold of Lewandowski and failed. Is this going to be another failure for Bayern?
That's how it seemed. First of all, I have to say that Tottenham manager was very impressed at the press conference today. But yes, I think that the game that Bayern is playing at the moment is a very risky game. As you said, they tried Haaland. That was their first alternative last season. They failed doing that. There is only two ways, like I see, that Tottenham will let him go. Well, two options for Levy. He will either get a mega offer from Bayern. They don't have the money to do that. They start with 60, 70, 80, and so on. Or Levy say, I don't care. I will keep him and I'll see what's happening the first half of the season, and we'll see what we do in January. Maybe we can talk him into staying anyway. Tomorrow in Germany, there are 7 decision makers at Bayern who will meet up. And they will probably come up with, yeah, we will go for another offer. I think this is a risky game of Bayern. I'm not sure for the Bayern fans that this will end good. It will be great for the German Bundesliga if they got Harry Kane. But I just got a feeling that this thing that the Bayern journalist or the German journalist saying that Harry Kane has apparently told Bayern that he wants to go to Bayern. Why should he say that? I know, yes, he said that to Manchester City a couple of years ago. Ask Don Hutchinson. Remember how convinced he was going there. But still, can he do the same mistake again? I don't think so. I think this is a game for Bayern for them to lose. And then we know that Manchester United, Chelsea will wait in the wings if there is a possibility. I think this could end bad for Bayern Munich.
Well, that leads me to my next question, Jules. Are we in a situation where it's Bayern or stay at Spurs? Like, where are the other options, if there are any?
No, I think right now that they are the only two options. One is going to Bayern, and I think he's quite keen on going to Bayern. I think he's got everything open pretty much. He would be keen to go to Bayern. He met Thomas Tuchel, which Spurs and Daniel Levy are not too happy with, but we're not in 2000 anymore. I think they need to move on. This is what happens now. Clubs and managers speak to players even if they haven't signed them or recruited them yet, so they have to get on with it. But I think he quite likes the idea of working with Tuchel, going to Munich. I think the record is somewhere, the Premier League goal-scoring record of Alan Shearer is 47 goals behind, is somewhere in his head as well. And I think for that reason, he would be happy to stay another year and then come at the end of his contract and decide what to do. Right now, in Harry Kane's mind or Charlie Kane's, his brother's mind, and the whole clan, an extension is not on the cards. This is not what they want. So it's either they let him go now, and I think Bayern feel that the 80 million euros they've offered, that second offer, like yesterday, is a fair one. I'm a bit like Jan. I don't think they would go much above that. If Spurs want 100 million pounds, so 110 million euros, there's no way Bayern will ever offer that. So we might be in a situation where there's not even an agreement between the two clubs, so he has to stay. But then if he stays, he's not going to sign an extension, so Spurs will lose him for free next summer.
Right, Shaka. I'm Harry Kane.
Oh, OK. There you go. That's it.
That's a stretch, but I'll try my best here, Dan.
Wrong question.
You're Postecoglou.
Right.
He said he would tell Harry Kane in that one-to-one his vision for the club.
Right.
What do you tell me? What sort of vision can you sell me that is going to make me want to stay?
That he's trying to build a club to compete for Premier League honours. And that in doing so, he wants to have the best players available to him. Harry Kane is one of the best strikers in the world of football. So, of course, he wants Harry Kane to stay. I thought Postecoglou handled that press conference exceptionally well. I thought
Well, you're him. Of course you do.
Well, I thought a lot of the questions were a little bit almost searching for a soundbite. Why do you ask a manager, do you want to have one of the best strikers in the world or not? I mean, what do you expect?
Well, that's journalist jobs, isn't it?
No.
We're all searching for soundbites.
That's searching for a soundbite. That's not a journalist's job. That's,
it is. That's exactly what you want. You want a soundbite that you play at the top of a show, and then you use that as a catalyst then to talk about
see,
it.
That's you as a journalist.
No.
That's you. That's different. We're looking for meaningful answers from Postecoglou, which he can't give right now. He just can't give. So he said as his position right now. The truth is, it's not down to Postecoglou and whether he wants Harry Kane or he sees Harry Kane as part of his vision. It's down to Daniel Levy and Harry Kane. Those are the only two who dictate it. If Daniel Levy decides that he wants a whole lot more than Bayern Munich are prepared to offer this summer, then he'll probably stay, because I don't see Chelsea, given their spending and their circumstances, going much higher than Bayern would be prepared to offer. We've spoken about Manchester United's position right now, and for both of those clubs, you're thinking, well, I'll just wait the 12 months and pick him up on a free, albeit he'll be a year older, going on to 31 at that point. But that's a chance that you're willing to take, given your financial position. So it comes down to whether Daniel Levy is prepared to play that game of chicken with Harry Kane over the next 6 months in January, when he can legally speak to everybody else. All signs are that's what he wants to do. So now let's see who bluffs.
Jan, you had your finger up, not that finger. Go on.
No, I had a right finger. I just want a lot of people talking about this free transfer in one year. There is nothing in Harry Kane's career so far that he is willing to take that risk. He has always gone down for the safe option. We have to be said, fantastic striker, risk a lot on the pitch, but he's always going that road. And I don't think it's automatically that if he can't go now, he'll wait for another year. Bayern will find another striker. Manchester United can find another striker. Chelsea can find another striker. He can get injured, and so on and so on. I think that Levy at the moment is playing the best. He has the best hand. At the moment, I think this thing that Harry Kane can wait another year, I think that hand is overestimated. I'm not seeing him going there. Like this thing that Bayern can just wait for one more year and then get him for free. Bayern Munich got a big problem at the moment. They need a striker now. No, sorry, they needed a striker 1 year ago. They can't wait another year for an Harry Kane that is then 31. That can't happen. So I think that people overplay that hand of Harry Kane.
I disagree, though. I think that there aren't many strikers with Harry Kane's quality in the game today. Even if we're talking about, in a year's time, a 31-year-old Harry Kane. And the thing is, as much as, yes, all those things that Jan is talking about is a possibility, injury, the emergence of somebody just kind of out of nowhere that grabs everybody's attention, I think there are enough clubs with that void, and as we as players know, you back yourself. Even when you have very little reason to. As players, you back yourself. So right now, as Harry Kane, and Jan's right, as much as he's always kind of taking that safe option, he's probably realised, well, that's gotten me this far. I need to make a move now. And if Daniel Levy continues to play hardball, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to score 30 goals. I'm going to again prove that I'm one of the best strikers in world football. And I'm going to get that move in 12 months' time on a free. That's what Harry Kane is thinking himself. And that puts Daniel Levy in the only position he can in terms of that safe option, I say in inverted commas, is to just offer so much money that the opportunity to win silverware, Harry Kane is kind of prepared to look the other way on.
What would you do, Ali?
If I were whom?
Mr. Harry Kane.
I would leave. I would have left last year. I would have left the year before. I look at what the ceiling is in my current situation, and that ceiling is limited. And certainly what other options are out there provide me with a higher level of productivity, potentially. And so when I think of Harry Kane and what he could possibly do for Bayern Munich, I look at it from the perspective of Bayern Munich, and are we ready to have yet another year on depending on Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting being our #1 guy? I don't think so. As serviceable as he might have been, he's not the answer. And so you look at Harry Kane, you push for that. So if I'm Harry Kane and I'm having this initial conversation with Postecoglou, I am telling him, I don't want to be here. That is my first conversation. Now, whether he does it or not, you're asking what I would do. What I would do is what I would tell him, I don't want to be here. I've done everything that I could for this club, and I need something different. My career needs something different. The trajectory of my life needs something different, and the answers are not here. That would be my initial conversation with the manager. And could that be what sparks then a conversation that is more serious about him leaving? I don't know.
But Harry Kane won't do that. That is the thing. We have to learn from his career.
I just said if he were him, if he were me.
Yes, and I respect that. And I'm not talking about. I understand what you're saying, because I think most footballers would have done, because Harry Kane is one of the best strikers around. For him to end his career without a title is sad, because he is a fantastic number 9 this season as well. Fantastic season. The trouble is, he's the Spurs captain. He's the England captain. We're going into the Euro 2024. I can't see any way that Harry Kane will go into this fall, go into September, October, November, December, January with the pressure and every game that's saying, will you stay or will you go? He won't do that. I can't see that happening. So that is limiting the rules of this game. And I think that Levy is playing on that. I think that he thinks that if I can keep him till September, the 1st of September, he's still a Spurs player, there is some way I will convince him to stay here for the rest of his career.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.